Africa's consumer-facing industries are expected to grow by at least $400 million by the year 2020, with countries such as Kenya contributing significantly to this growth. Darshan Chandaria is a Group CEO of Chandaria Industries and now speaks to me about the growth of the FMCG sector here in Kenya. Take a look. Let's talk about fast-moving consumer goods industry in Kenya. Obviously, as a manufacturer and distributor, you must have noticed some of the trends that are happening in the market right now. Maybe you can just bring us up to speed with what's happening in that sector.
Sure. I think FMCG is really a hot topic at the moment, not only in Kenya but East Africa and across the continent. We've seen the growing interest from multinationals setting up base in Kenya and across Africa. We've seen that the acquisitions, by international companies of local companies has also increased, and there's some consolidation happening. If you look at it also, there's been a huge increase in the number of new products, new brands coming to the market. Yeah. And I think, look, the consumption patterns are growing. Consumers are demanding products of better quality. Yeah. They're demanding products, which are more value for money. So demanding price points to be competitive. Local manufacturers are having to compete with international brands. Yeah. That's something that I've found personally very interesting. I've really seen that the locally produced brands have competed very effectively with multinationals. I think the locally developed produced brands are getting stronger and stronger. Companies making these brands are expanding and have a long-term vision.
Tell us how much of a driver is the aspect of affordability when it comes to driving growth for the FMCG sector?
So I think, there is a clear segmentation in the market now appearing. Yeah. We have what we keep referring to as the bottom of the pyramid, which are very price conscious, cost conscious consumers, often catering for their daily living requirements, at most weekly living requirements. We have seen that segment growing. And then you have the premium, the top, the A and B, segments of the pyramid. Yeah. That segment also we've seen growing tremendously. Our Velvix brand plays very strongly in the top of the segment. Yeah. And we've definitely seen an increased demand and increased sales in that segment as well. What's been interesting though is the middle tier, what we call the value for money quality offering. That segment has actually not grown as quickly as we forecasted, and it's been stagnant or very minimal growth, which is an interesting trend to note.
Now, when we talk about FMCG, obviously the aspect of distribution is very important. Absolutely. How you get these products to the customers who need them. One of the things we've seen with distribution is technology is taking over. I don't know what's happening in terms of innovation when it comes to distribution within the sector.
You're absolutely right. Making sure that your product is available at the right place, in the right quantity, at the right time is critical. And technology, you're absolutely right. Technology, for distribution has come in different formats. You have the software for various tracking purposes, right? So various invoicing, credit control, limits, order cycle, it helps you measure all that. And the technology also in terms of how are we enabling our on-field sales team to be more customer friendly, to be more effective, to make decisions quicker when they're in front of the customers. So what kind of hardware devices, is it phones, tablets, etc., that helps them integrate with the software and our systems, our ERPs and systems to deliver and effectively serve the customers better.
As a manufacturer, are you feeling the impact of the initiatives going on to lower the cost of doing business when we talk about lowering the cost of electricity, for example?
I think, look, from a cost of doing perspective, there's initiatives which are now being put in place which are positive for the country, positive for the manufacturing sector, will certainly enable Kenya to become a more competitive manufacturing nation, and not only from an East African perspective, but from an African, wider continent perspective. But I think it's also taken a little bit of time in coming. We always say it's better late than never. Yeah. But I think we are a little behind the curve when you compare other countries, and especially when you compare Egypt. Which is part of the COMESA trading bloc. Egypt is really a powerhouse within the COMESA trading bloc. Their cost of manufacturing, government support, infrastructure has helped them dominate COMESA markets, and that's why you see, Egyptian products are in every COMESA market. But I think now the government has understood the importance of Kenya becoming a very, very competitive manufacturing hub, the importance of it being extremely competitive from a cost perspective, and the ability to develop the infrastructure to enable that. So I think we are headed in the right direction now.
Obviously, Chandaria as a group is well diversified, with investment outside FMCG. Just help us understand what are some of the near-term investments or plans that you have.
Sure. So just quickly to take you through what else we do apart from FMCG, we have our property division is probably the second largest business. We own and manage properties across that, and we're also getting now involved in development. So a very interesting avenue for us. We have a joint venture with Barclays in the insurance side. We started a greenfield venture with them, and that entity has now taken over First Assurance. So we have some very strong, focused plans and a very, very interesting strategy into insurance and financial services. We are also lead investors in Mobius Motors. I'm not sure how much of that has been talked about, but it's been in the in the media from time to time. We also own the largest gold mine in Uganda. We're also involved with the solar energy generation business. And effectively our operations span Kenya, Tanzania, Uganda, India and Dubai. Our focus as a family is very much on our FMCG business. Chandaria Industries is where we spend over 80% of our time. We are very, very ambitious with our plans for Chandaria Industries. We're very, very focused on what we want to do within consumer products. And in a nutshell, we are very well known for our tissue products. We have a very, very wide range of products at the moment. And the plan for us is to become the #1 provider of all bathroom related products and solutions. So when you think of the bathroom, when you're in the bathroom, when you're going through the bathroom experience, we want you to think Chandaria Industries.